Hi everyone, this is Brett Miles, and thank you Bob. As he indicated, today we are going to talk about some of the eCampus student success resources that we have available for students and some of the best practices and ways that faculty can encourage students to utilize these. And I am Brett Miles. I'm the Director of Administrative and Student Support for our eCampus programs, and actually Reese is with us as well, and she is a Collaborative Program Support Specialist. So one of our duties is to ensure that students have the resources that they need in order to be successful in these online programs. So we are going to discuss some of those today. And the way that we define student success is at a course level. So what we do is we measure student success as being able to stay in the course and being able to succeed in the course and get a passing grade. And some of the ways that we see that students are able to attain those are that the student is doing well in the course, obviously, learning the content, that they can easily navigate the platform and the tasks, so there's no kind of technological barrier there. The students know what is expected from the instructor, has good communication with the instructor, and that the student knows how to get help. So typically what we see is that these criteria are met, then students are definitely more apt to be successful in their course. And some of the program level student-centered initiatives that we have for eCampus, we have the course formats, of course, not just the full sessions that historically were the only things that were offered, but also have the 8-week sessions so that students can take those depending on what's going on in their life at the time. They can break those up, or they can take them more towards the beginning, more towards the end. They can take a variety. And this is convenient a lot of times for busy students or students who have to stack, who have to have a prerequisite before they can take the other course, and they can get both of those done in the same term. OERs is another thing that we really try to strive for students, to not have to absorb that financial barrier sometimes. And so almost every eCore class, the free textbook is available. Of course, that does not include the lab kits for the science courses, but it is the free textbook itself for all classes. And for eMajor, eMajor is working to incorporate more OERs into the collaborative courses each semester. So we've got some revisions, developments going on, and they are working towards OERs as well. And of course the standard course shell and syllabus, so that makes navigation easy for students who have taken eCore or eMajor classes and continue to take them. Then they understand how to get around their course. They don't have to spend time getting acquainted with the learning management system. And next Ashley is going to pick up and talk about some of our specific student resources.
Hello everyone, and we actually do a lot of work with students trying to help them succeed in the course in conjunction with the instructors and the campuses. So as you can see here, we have 25 dedicated success team members, and all of these individuals help us with preemptive call cycles, reaching out to students who are enrolled in quite a few number of classes. We call on day 3 and day 5 for students who have not logged in to assist them with any issues they may be having there. We do call students who haven't registered for proctored exams if they have them in eCore classes, because a lot of times we see that the reason that students have not done these things is because they're not sure what they're supposed to be doing. So we do try to reach out and help there. We also reach out to students by phone and email when they are reported at risk in SEEDS. And students who withdraw from the courses, we reach out to them as well to make sure they are making informed decisions and they know how a withdrawal might affect their progress towards a degree, their financial aid, things like that. And then of course we work with the affiliates and also forward that SEEDS at risk and withdrawal information to the affiliates so that if they need to reach out to students on their campus that might be at risk, they have that option to do so as well. And in fall 2016, we made approximately 10,000 calls between eCore and eMajor students. So as you can see, we really do reach out to students quite a bit for any reason that they might be struggling. Okay, for some of the resources, we're going to go through each a little bit individually. Each student in an eCore or eMajor class has access to Smarthinking, and that is 24/7 online tutoring, and it does have quite a few different subjects. So there's writing across the disciplines, math, science classes, Spanish classes. For eMajor, there's business classes and resume and cover letter review, and a lot of courses, whether there's specific tutoring for that subject matter, a lot of courses do require writing. And students can submit papers, request assistance with citations and things like that through Smarthinking. Then we have the embedded librarians, and new this term, they are now in all eMajor courses except for the iTech classes, the financial technology courses, and they're available in all eCore courses except for science, math, and Spanish, mostly because science, math, and Spanish classes do not really have a lot of writing that they might need help with, but those librarians can help, again, with citation, formatting, study aids, and even with helping students avoid plagiarism, any questions like that. And those are accessed through the course. They click on the link. You can see the screenshot there in the slide, and they have that access in each one of those courses. Then embedded tutors are available within the science and math classes, and they access that resource through the discussion board. There is a Tutor Talk discussion board, and those tutors can help with any course-specific questions or issues because that tutor does have access to that course, so they can help them with the specific content if needed. Then every student has access to GALILEO, and that is a virtual library. It has a lot of resources to journals, publications, and things like that that the students can access from the library tab in GoView, so that is available to all students. And then another big thing that we have is we want to make sure students have varied access to help if needed. And the Helpdesk is available 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. First week of class, we do have extended hours to 7 o'clock. And that is really helpful for students who are having trouble logging in. If they are having trouble with course content but they don't know where to get help, they can contact the Helpdesk and we can steer them to appropriate resources. Really any question that the student has, if we cannot help, we can help them get to the place that can help them. There are 2 phone numbers there for the eCore and the eMajor Helpdesk, as well as the emails. And then each course has that live chat widget located on the course homepage. And the students are able to see when chat is live and when it's offline. So if it's live, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, they can click there and get immediate help from one of our Helpdesk representatives. Students also have access to on-campus support. Sometimes they forget that since they are an online student that they do still have those resources provided by their university. And we do list those resources on our website. They have access to tutoring, counseling. They have a eCore and eMajor liaison at each institution that can assist students with various resources on the campus. There's not always an online version to counseling or those sorts of things, but they can definitely get in contact with someone and they can help them find resources in their area. I mean, it's just really a lot of support that can be offered on those campuses. Coming soon in 2017, we are working on developing some career services for current students and alumni. This is going to be varied resources, things like potential job placement, helping students find those sorts of resources, as well as possibly resume building and things like that. We're not sure exactly what this will look like just yet, but we will be releasing more information as these resources are developed, and that should be coming later this year. Okay, so here we have the eCampus curriculum and instruction contact information. They are usually the first point of contact for faculty, especially if you're not sure who to ask a question of. So if at any time throughout the semester you have questions about any of these resources or any other related questions, you can definitely reach out to both Jody and Bob, and they are happy to help. And if it's not something that they can immediately help you with, they can refer you to the correct person. Brett, Bob, do you have anything to add?
No, I thought that was very informative and very well put together. I did add some things in the chat, which those that are listening to the video, they won't see, so I'll just make mention. And that is on the STEM courses, there's a widget on the home page that students can access that embedded tutor. Also, I do want you to know we are trying to hire some more tutors to help with that. And we also are trying to develop more live tutoring. That is going to be very, very helpful and important. And like Ashley talked about, the help that's available on a campus, the Math Tutor Center in Boyd 205 is a huge help for students. If they're a UWG student, they can go visit that, and it's free. So we want our faculty to be educated about all of these resources that are available to student success, and we hope that our students will be encouraged to use them, and that's part of our role, is to know about them and encourage their involvement. Is there anything that Brett wanted to add, or Ashley?
I don't think so. If anybody has any questions, they can go ahead and ask them either through audio or they can type them in the chat box.
Okay, we'll wait and we'll see if someone wants to ask a question. Okay, what we're going to do is we want to thank all the participants here today. We'll stop the recording and then we'll send a link out to this later. Please feel comfortable to use this email address to contact us with your questions. Thank you so much and have a good day, and thank you for teaching with eCore.